When you come to a crossroad and run into the winner and the quitter in you, listen to the winner. The quitter will never take you down the road you want to travel. I believe we all have a winner in us. There is a winner inside of you. Sometimes we just have been around negativity for way too long, developed the mindset of a winner. The truth is, most people give up on their dream. Most people give up on their dream to live the average lifestyle. But it really doesn't matter what most people do. What do you do? Because you are different. You will never give up on your dream. You will never not listen to the average. You will always listen to the winner in you. You will believe in yourself when no one else does. You will believe in yourself when you have no reason to believe, and you will never, ever quit. I know some of you are going through a rough time right now. Some of you are going through the fight of your life, fighting for your future, fighting for your career, fighting for your family. Some of you are fighting for your life. And I'm telling you, don't quit. Do not give in. I know life can be tough. I know life can wear you down. But if you just stick it out, even if you don't get the result, you will find the character you show will be your reward. The fighting spirit you develop will be the reward, and it will serve you well for the rest of your life. Fight for what you want now, or fight against what you don't want later. You choose. Don't you dare quit. Don't you dare settle. Don't you dare get back down. Not today or any other day. When the tough moments come, never forget you are in that moment writing your own legacy. In that tough moment, you are setting the standard for your character. Do you have the character? Well, do you? When you come to a crossroad and run into the winner and the quitter in you, listen to the winner. When you make a commitment to yourself, you make sure you see it through. Never, ever quit. Even if you don't get the result, you will find the character you show will be your reward. Don't you dare quit. Don't you dare ever settle, and don't you dare ever back down. Fight for what you want or fight against what you don't want at a later time. And always know that God is right there with you. Just allow God to guide and direct you, and you will always be a winner. Good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and the host of this show, To Take Your Life Back Today radio show. You can see a video version of this if you go to YouTube under channel Take Your Life Back Today show. Yesterday we spoke about the fear of failing. So let's talk about how to overcome fear of failure, facing your fear of moving forward. Have you ever been so afraid of failing at something that you decided not to even try it at all? Or has a fear of failure meant that subconsciously you undermined your own efforts to avoid the possibility of a larger scale of failure? Many of us have probably experienced this one time or another. The fear of failing can be immobilizing. It can cause us to do nothing and therefore resist moving forward. But when we allow fear to stop our forward progress in life, we're likely to miss some great opportunities along the way of life. In this particular video, we'll examine fear of failure, what it means, what causes it, and how it will overcome it to enjoy the true success in work and in life. Friends, causes of fear of failure. To find the causes of fear of failure, we first need to understand what failure actually means. We all have different definitions of failure, simply because we all have different benchmarks, values, and belief systems. A failure to one person might simply be a great learning experience for someone else. Many of us are afraid of failing, at least some of the time. But fear of failure, also called aidichophobia, is when we allow that fear to stop us from doing the things that can move us forward to achieve our goals in life. Fear of failure can be linked to many causes. For instance, having critical, unsupportive parents in the cause of some people. Because they were routinely undermined or humiliated in childhood, they carry those negative feelings into adulthood. experiencing a traumatic event at some point in life can also be a fear of failure. Folks, in order to look at things in a larger scale, we need to experience what might have been so terrible that you became afraid of failing in the first place. And you carry that fear even now, years later. How you experience fear of failure. How do you approach that? You might experience some of or all of these symptoms if you have a fear of failure, a reluctance to try new things or get involved in challenging projects. That might be one of them. How about self-sabotage? For example, procrastination, excessive anxiety, or failure to follow through with goals. What about low self-esteem or self-confidence? Commonly using negative statements such as, I'll never be good enough to get the promotion, or I'm not smart enough to get on that team. Perfectionism, a willingness to try only those things that you know you'll finish. And you want to finish them perfectly and successfully. The definition of failure, it's almost impossible to go through life without experiencing some kind of failure. I mean, that's the bottom line. Because people who do so probably live so cautiously that they go nowhere. Put simply, they're not really living at all, are they? But the wonderful thing about failure is that it's entirely up to us to decide how to look at it. We can choose to see failure as the end of the world, or as proof of just how inadequate we are. Or we can look at failure as incredible learning experiences. That is more than likely what it is. Every time we fail at something, we can choose to look for a lesson we've meant to learn from that. These lessons are very important. They are how we grow and how we keep from making that same mistake over and over and over again. Failures stop us only if we let them. It's easy to find successful people who have experienced failure. For an example, let's just say Michael Jordan is widely considered to be one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And yet, he was cut from his high school basketball team because his coach didn't think he had enough skill. Do you see what I'm saying? But he kept trying. How about Warren Buffett? One of the world's richest and most successful businessmen was rejected by Harvard University. What about Richard Branson, owner of Virgin Empire, is a high school dropout. Most of us will stumble and fall in life. Doors will get slammed in our faces, and we might make some bad decisions. But just imagine if Michael Jordan had given up on his dream to play basketball when he was cut from that team in high school. Imagine if Richard Branson had listened to the people who told him he'd never do anything worthwhile without a high school diploma. Now, I'm not advocating dropping out of school, but I am saying there is hope. Think of the opportunities you'll miss if you let your failure stop you. Failure can also teach us things about ourselves that we would never have learned otherwise. For instance, failure can help you discover how strong of a person you really are. Failing at something can help you discover your truest friends or help you find unexpected motivation to succeed. Often, valuable insights come only after a failure. Accepting, learning from those insights is key to succeeding in life. So, how not to be afraid of failure is the big question. It's important to realize that in everything that we do, there's always a chance that we will fail. Facing that chance and embracing it is not only courageous, it also gives us a fuller, more rewarding life. However, there are a few ways to reduce the fear of failing. Let's discuss some of those ways, shall we? Analyze all potential outcomes. Many, and I mean many people experience fear of failure because they fear the unknown. Remove that fear by considering all of the potential outcomes of your decision. Our video decision trees will teach you how to map possible outcomes visually. When you go to YouTube, you can find that. Learn to think more positively. Positive thinking is an incredible, powerful way to build self-confidence and neutralize self-sabotage. A recent article, Thought Awareness, Rational Thinking, and Positive Thinking, is a comprehensive resource that I write about. Look at the worst case scenario, my friends. In some cases, the worst case scenario may be genuinely disastrous and may be perfectly rational to fear failure. In other cases, however, this worst case may be actually not be the bad, and recognizing this help. You should always have a contingency plan. If you're afraid of failing at something, having a plan B in place can help you be more confident in moving forward. But I don't believe in plan B as much as I always say fulfill plan A. So how to stop living in fear is not that easy, is it? If you're afraid of failure, you might be uncomfortable setting goals. But goals help us define where we want to go in life. Without goals, we have no sure destination, do we? Many experts recommend visualization as a powerful tool for goal setting. Imagining how life will be after you've reached your goal is a great motivator to keep you moving forward in life. So friends, visualization might produce the opposite results in people who have a fear of failure. Research shows that people who have a fear of failure were often left in a strong negative mood after being asked to visualize goals and goal attainment. So, what can you do instead? Well, start by setting a few small goals, baby steps. These should be goals that are slightly but not overwhelmingly challenging. Think of these goals as early wins that are designed to help boost your confidence. For an example, if you've been too afraid to talk to the new department head who has the power to give you a promotion you want, then make that your first goal. Plan to stop by his or her office during the next week to introduce yourself and to show the human connection that you both can share. Or imagine that you've dreamed of returning to school to get your MBA, but you're convinced that you're not smart enough to be accepted into business school. Set a goal to talk to a school counselor or admissions officer to see what's required for admission. Try to make your goals tiny steps en route to a much bigger goal. Don't focus on the end picture. Getting the promotion or graduating with an MBA is hard, so just focus on that. Just focus on the next step, introducing yourself to the department head and talking to the admissions officer. That's it. Taking one small step at a time will help build your confidence, keep you moving forward, and prevent you from getting overwhelmed with visions of your final goal. But warning, my friends, sometimes being afraid of failure can be a symptom of a more serious mental health condition. Negative thinking can cause severe health problems and, in extreme cases, death. While these techniques have been shown to have a positive effect on reducing stress, they are for guidance only. I am not a doctor, and viewers should take the advice of suitable, qualified health professionals if they have any concerns over related illnesses or negative thoughts causing significant or persistent unhappiness. Health professionals should be consulted before any major change in diet or levels of exercise. Call me at 844-405-HELP because we can help each other take our lives back. Let's not be afraid anymore. Be good to yourselves and always be good to each other. Remember, a simple smile to a total stranger can help that stranger forever. It can change your life. Through God, Him as your protector, nothing in life should fear you. What should be fearful is not knowing your Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm asking you to reach out to Him and accept Him today as your Lord and Savior. May God bless each and every one of you, and we'll talk to you real soon. Take good care. Bye-bye now.